solo number 25 from Wilcoxon's All-American Drummer. So I'm on an iPad here in the simulator, and I have it in split screen mode with Safari on the left, so I can see the solo, and with Polynome on the right. So I'm first of all going to create a playlist. So I'll go to the playlists library and choose a new playlist and call it solo number 25. So this creates and loads the playlist into the active playlist tab. And then I'm going to start by adding all of the bars here. So this one has a repeat here. I don't actually see where the start of that repeat is. So maybe it's just once through this particular solo. So 16 bars, so that's an easy one. So I will tap on the pencil button, add a bar and call it bar 1. So that's our starting point. And I'm actually going to change the sounds of this. You can go, what's the best way to do this? I'll go and edit the rhythm, go to the sound buttons here and change button sounds. And I'm going to choose the pads sound set. So this will be played back with 2 different practice pad sounds. And I'm going to duplicate this bar 16 copies here, or 15 copies, and have them automatically numbered. So if you long press on here and duplicate with auto number, 15 copies should give me bars 1 through 16. And then it's just a case of filling them in. Yes, it's the Wilcoxon book. So all I have to do is go through, actually they should be in 2/4, so I screwed that up. Let's start again. I'll select all and delete. So here we go. In case you missed it, add bar 2/4, call it bar 1, and then I'll change the sounds afterwards. So you can long press, duplicate item auto number, and make 15 copies. That gives us 16 bars. And then I can set the sounds for everything in this playlist by tapping on the playlist name, change playlist sounds, and I will choose the pads. So it'll be played on practice pads. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and basically enter this. And I'm going to use some keyboard shortcuts because it's way quicker on an iPad with a Bluetooth keyboard or on a Mac. So Control 1. So this is how you do it if you're just clicking. You tap on the Rhythm 1 menu and edit rhythm. And we need to enter this, which is a quarter note and then 2/8 notes. So we have a quarter note and then 2/8 notes is this button. So that's really easy. And then we'll put in the sticking. So you tap below and we want right, 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 left. So right, 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 left. Okay. So actually we want right, right, left, because that sticking here is just saying about the roll here. So then we want to put the accent. So we tap above the notes and tap on the accent button. And we want 3 slashes. 3 slashes and a tie to get to this. And then the next, the last note in here is also tied and has 2 slashes, tap it twice, and an accent. So that's bar 1 done, and it's really quick. So that was using the just tapping around. And if you want to use the keyboard, you can use the right arrow, or if you're on an iPhone, for example, and you're just viewing this page, you can tap on this to navigate to bar 2. And then I'm going to do Control 1, which lets me edit rhythm 1. And now we need 2/8 notes and 4/16. So if I hit 2 and 4, that gives us those rhythms. And then I'll use the down arrow to enter the sounds, and I'll hit Shift L twice for those stickings here, and then right, left. So Shift, right, left. And Shift just gives you these bold ones here. I'm doing this while my 5-month-old is sleeping, so it could be curtailed at any moment. Anyway, so we're here. Left, right, left, right, left. Then we'll go above, and I'm going to do the slash twice to put 2 slashes on, T for a tie, and then right arrow, A for an accent, right arrow, F for a flam, right arrow, A for an accent, and that's that bar done. Enter. Dad life, yeah, indeed. Okay, right arrow for the next bar, Control 1 to edit. So you're looking here, I'm just going to be entering the stuff here. This is where I'm looking at bar 3. I don't know how clear it is zoomed in like this, but let's go ahead and I'm going to hit 4, 4, and then down arrow, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, up arrow to get to the top, F and A for the accent and the flam, flam on that one, flam on that one, flam on that one. So you can see it's pretty quick to do this. Bar 4. Okay, so we got 6 to put there, 2 for the 8th notes, and then we have right, left, just single strokes. And then the up arrow is just on the end there. We want a flam and an accent, and I think that's it for that bar. Bar 5 is 1, 2, right, right, left, and 3 slashes, an accent and a tie, and then 2 slashes, an accent and a tie. So you can see it's really pretty quick with these keyboard shortcuts. Bar 6 is 2. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. So here you see we've got a beamed group with a triplet and then an 8th note at the end. Now you can't write it exactly like that in Polynome because this triplet is over part of the beamed grouping. So there's 2 ways to do it. You can either go into 8th note. So on the left here, you can choose the 8th note here, or you can hit E for 8th note for the keyboard shortcut. So then you can write this as a 1 and a 3, or a 3 and a 1, sorry. So 3 and a 1, damn it, 3 and a 1. So that's the same rhythm as this, but without the beaming. If you want it to be beamed, you have to do a 6, and then Command E to edit, or tap on the edit button here, and remove the last 2. But just note that it will write it as a dotted 8th note here to take up 3, because the triplet marking goes across the whole of the beamed thing. So I'm going to write it that way. And I will put, what is that, left? I can't even read that on here. I guess it's left, left. Left, left, and then right, left, right, left. And then we'll go up to the top. We'll do 2 slashes and a tie, accent on the 2nd note, and then F twice for the drag, and then an accent on the last note. I think that's it for that bar. We've got 4 people still watching. I know this is not like the most entertaining live Instagram thing, but what the hell. If you have questions, oh, there is a question. Somebody asked a question. Will there ever be an option to set one metronome 1 at a different tempo than metronome 2? We play crazy music. All right, funnily enough, so I'm going to break away for a minute to answer that question. No. However, I did post a video on Instagram last night that kind of lets you do that, because there is a sort of workaround you can do to kind of achieve that same thing. So this is how you would do that. I'm going to swipe back across, just exit edit mode here for a moment, and tap on, let's go to the library and create a new preset. So library, new preset, oops, make sure you're on presets tab, new preset, new rhythm, call it 2 tempos. So this is how you would do it. And there's only certain ones that you can do, but this is how I did it. And if it's really necessary, I could add more divisions, but this is what we're going to do. I'm going to edit this rhythm and show you something. So you can enter 4 groups of 16th notes and have that as a grid, and you can put a drum groove in by playing the hi-hat every other note, so it's playing 8th notes, and that's just going to repeat here without me even filling it in. And then on the next line, we'll put a kick on the 1 and a snare with the left hand on the 2. And you have to put enough rests to like spread this repeating pattern out. But you can see here, you've now got a drum groove. There we go. I'm going to bring the hi-hat down a little bit. Okay, so there you've got a groove that's played by having a grid of 16th notes, and it's playing the sticking you've entered over that grid of 16th notes. So you can actually change the effective tempo of this by, instead of having 16th notes, 16 in a bar, you could have 15 in a bar. So I'm going to delete all of these, and I'm going to replace this one here. There's a little toggle here, so I don't have to delete it. I can just replace it. I'm going to go to the whole note on the left, so we're going to fill this bar and select 15. And so you'll note that right here, this pattern, if it was just played, if it was programmed in, it wouldn't loop. It would be a kind of weird thing here, but Polynome plays whatever sticking you have over whatever rhythm you have. So it will actually go over the bar line, and it will sound exactly the same, just a bit slower. So now you can hear the click, which is playing like a 16th note bass, but we have this playing at a 15th note bass. So if you can figure out the difference with the tempos, like you know, a numerical comparison, like for example, this would be, let's click on the plus here and copy this rhythm down. So I tap on this and copy from, whoops, damn it, copy from rhythm 1. So we could, this is essentially like the equivalent of a 15 BPM, and here I can edit rhythm and make this back to 16. So now you've got the equivalent of 15 versus 16 BPM. Oops, I need to make sure that's the whole note division. So now we have this same groove playing at 2 tempos. So you can change the relationship of that by changing the tempo. The one that I did in the Instagram video, I actually did edit rhythm, I actually did 64th notes. So we'll do the whole note, and you can divide into 64. Now I could make this higher, but let's do 64 notes in a whole note. And if we play this back, let's just mute rhythm 2. Okay, that's a bit crazy fast, but I can go to the tempo here, and instead of quarter note equals 120, I can do 16th note equals 120. And now it plays at a kind of reasonable speed. So now I can delete this and copy again from rhythm 1. So create the new rhythm and copy it from rhythm 1. This time I can modify it, and I can have, for example, 64 against 63. So I'll choose 63 here. So now we have the same groove in rhythm 2 played 63. So that's a 64 BPM versus 63 BPM, but it's scaled to something or other. So you can hear the phasing. So that's 2 tempos against each other. And if you just wanted the clicks, then I suppose you could simply, let's see, I could just clear the sounds off this. And I guess you would say, there's lots of different ways to do it, but let's put a hi-hat, and then we'll put, we don't want rests right to the end. Let's do just 4 rests in here, 3 rests in here. Let's put that up here, switch lines. So it's a hi-hat. Actually, let's do it with this digi sound, and let's just swap these over. Where is it? Swap rhythms. I'll just copy it down. So I'm getting my rhythm 2, copying it, and all I'm doing is editing this so that this one, instead of being 63, will be 64. So again, whole note, I'll replace it with 64. So you'd have to figure out what the thing is, but that's essentially 2 different tempos. We need to mute line 2. So there you go. So those tempos kind of spreading out. I mean, to be honest, you'd have to let me know what sense it makes to have 2 different tempos, but this gives you 2 different clicks that are at different tempos that are evenly spaced. Anyway, feel free to post more questions by tapping the question mark. I'm going to go back to editing the playlist that we were on. Where were we? Bar 8, 7, 6. So we're on bar 7 here. I'm going to hide the sidebar so we can just see this. So I'm entering this bar of music. We'll edit this bar 7. So, okay, here's a cool thing. This one is an 8th note and 2 16ths grouped together. You can see I actually have that over here in the saved rhythms, but I'm going to show you how saved rhythms works. I'll delete all of these and I'll hit done. So I'm going to enter this, and the way you do it, there's multiple ways. You can either tap the button and tap on edit and then take out the notes that you don't want, or you can long press on the button, which adds it and brings up the edit video, so that's quicker to do it. So then let's take out the second note here. So you can see this is the kind of consolidated way it's written. If I take out the second note, now we have this, and I can save that to the saved rhythms by Command S or tap on the menu and save rhythm. So now it's available in the saved rhythms. And if I want to add it again, I either just tap it like this and it adds it straight in there, or if you're using keyboard option 1, we'll enter it. So then I'll add the stickings, so right, right, left, right, right, left. And then go up to the top line. We want an accent on the first note, flam, so drag, sorry, so F twice, and then accent on there, and then F twice. So that's that bar. Right arrow, we're going to enter bar 8, Control 1, delete. So this is just 8th notes grouped, right, left, right, right, and then go up, accent on the first one, accent and flam on the second one, accent and flam on the third one, drag, so F twice, and 2 slashes, and T for the tie. And you could do this all in one really long bar. The reason I'm doing it as a separate bar per item is so that you can add repeat markers, and you could say play bar 8 twice, or you could focus on a bar. And also when it's playing back, for example, it's kind of easier if this music isn't scrolling. And also you can attach this chart so that you could have that show. This is currently showing in Safari in the split screen, but you can attach this chart to the playlist and have that visible. So you don't necessarily have to read the music from Polynome. You can program it in so you have something to play along to and you hear how it sounds, but you could be reading the music from the attached chart. So we're on bar 9, Control 1, 4 and 2, right, left, right, left, right, right. Up here, second note has an accent. This one has an accent and a flam. That one has a drag and 2 slashes and a tie. I'm just going to power through this and keep an eye out for questions. I think there's only one person watching. You're welcome. 10. Okay, Control 1, 4, 2, right, left, right, left, right, right. Second up there, accent, and then accent and flam, and then drag and 2 slashes and a tie. Bar 11, Control 1 to edit. Okay, so here we're at the thing where I have to do a 6 and edit that and take off 5 and 6. So like I say, it notates it a little bit differently, but it sounds the same. Right, left, right, left. And then that happens again. So I could either add this, I could save it like I did before, or I can long press and duplicate. So right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. And then up here we have an accent on that last one, and we have a drag, so F twice on there, and an accent on the end. Bar 12, and I'm going to enter this rhythm, so I have to do 6 and Command E. I'm going to edit it and take out notes 2 and 3, and then Command D duplicates that, and this time I'm going to edit and I want 2 and 3 back in, and I want 5 and 6 out. And then we have right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and above we have F twice for the drag and A for accent. On this one we have a drag, so F twice, and on the last note we have an accent. Okay, bar 13, we're almost there. Control 1, Control 1. So 4, 4 to enter the groups of 16th notes, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, up to the top, flam and accent, flam right there, and then flam and an accent. Okay, bar 14, control 1, I'm getting excited, we're getting near the end, 4, 4, left, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, up to the top, flam and accent on beat 1, flam on beat 3 there, flam and accent, that one's done, bar 15, 4 and 4, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and then flam on the first note, accent on the second one, flam on that one, accent on this, and then the last bar, bar 16. So command 4 enters it and brings up the edit, so I can take out the second note, and then I'll do command 2 so I can write it the same way and take out the second. Okay. It consolidates it. So instead what I'll do is go to the 8th note and do a 1 and a rest, which is 0. Oops, I have to highlight it. 1 and 0. So it looks the same. And then put the sticking right, right, left, right, and go above. Flam and an accent. Flam F twice for the drag, and then accent on the last one. So we have the whole solo now. I don't think anyone's left watching, but I will play this through. So we can go back and view the playlist here, the active playlist. I'm going to tap on this padlock, which locks the tempo for the whole playlist. Go up to the top and hit space to play. Okay, I don't think anybody's watching at the moment. Oh, somebody joined. So I've just programmed in this solo mini 25 for Wilcoxons. If you want to install this, I'll show you how easy it is to share this. I'm going to go up to the top. I will share it right here. Share playlist. Share via polynome.net. So you can do this too. I'm going to quick share, which gives me a QR code. And if you want to install the ones that I've programmed previously, you can in the playlists library. So go to library and playlists. And then on the plus button, you can go to browse examples. And I'm adding these solos into the snare solos example. So if you install this playlist, you'll see that it's like an index. So we've got solo 22 and 23. I'm going to add 24, 25 to that, and I'll be adding more as I go. But they won't be automatically updated if you've installed it before. You'll just have to come back and reinstall to overwrite them.